Hi everyone. Well, because I can't help myself, I've decided another hopefully fun little addition to Bird Bites. And there's a superb male fairy wren male superb fairy wren just sitting there. Another nice addition might be to do book reviews. So they'll only be very short, but if you'd like to discuss them in the comments underneath, that could be really worthwhile, I think. So the first one I wanted to look at is this very popular, very famous book, Sapiens by Yuval Harari. Now I read this about a year ago or so, and I've got lots of mixed feelings about this book. He's probably, because he's a university lecturer, he's very good at explaining things. The bit where he explains basically how we work on models in our brain and concepts. So he talks, I think, about a car company, it might be Porsche or something, that really it only exists in the minds of the people involved. And I think that's excellent what he explains there, and how he does that with some thematic concepts. But for me, there's plenty of stuff in here which wouldn't even pass muster in a first year uni essay, because there's a lot of ideas with very little supporting evidence. He's just kind of arguing out ideas in their own basis, their own terms, rather than sorry, just got a horse running past here. Arguing, she's looking at me, she might come over. Just arguing out ideas rather than justifying them with evidence, basically. And look, he has got some references at the back, but not very many, and he certainly needed a hell of a lot more in the book to make a lot of his arguments convincing. He does ask some very good moral questions about the future of humanity now, and what have we really achieved. All we've done is essentially made things easier for some of us, but at great cost to the planet, and where are we going? But he doesn't actually give the answers. I think they're good questions to ask, but I think this would be far more important book if he gave the answers. And I haven't read his other books, but I believe or suspect he probably has in them. So if you've read this book, give me your thoughts on it. I found it very engrossing because it's, it's probably the most famous and most popular of these so-called brainy books that explain everything. But he just, you don't want to get bogged down in the detail, but I think he's pulled too far back, too much of a macro overview and not enough kind of nuts and bolts. It's not kind of rooted in specific examples, and so that was a big problem I had with this book. I'm actually writing a similar thing myself, in which I do give what I believe are a lot of the ideas that we need, and big interpretation of a lot of things that have happened, but I'll certainly be arguing that out in real detail. So anyway, what did you think about Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Harari? The 1 million copy bestseller. It's probably sold more than 2 million by now or something. So yeah, if you have any comments, if you read it, please just leave them below, and it'd be interesting to have a discussion about them. Okay, thank you. Bye.